would recommend repositioning towards the building over here. They're just going to taxi in, kind of taxi around the buildings.
Steve, where do you want us?
Anywhere behind this one, probably.
All right.
stragglers as they make sure that they don't cross their end and move around.
Are you other pilots?
We are some of the other pilots.
I just want to make sure we use the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who's next? Taking this thing on a
Great
spin.
question. As soon as maintenance lets us have our hands out.
No. Now nobody knows what to do.
Got it! Congratulations. Plan worked out great. It's good because we lost track of you and we thought you diverted into Grand Junction. Oh yeah. Turns out it was a flight of 4 F-18s and we're like, well, it still could be.
Still could be. Well, I tried to steal the new one that they were leaving.
Yeah.
Sir. I did a lot of work, actually. You're going to see in the pictures, we're on takeoff and I'm putting in points still. We changed our clearance like on takeoff. That was all good.
It's canceled.
Yeah, you guys can see there's a lot of interest. Super excited. Super excited.
Wiggles. I called the fleet and said you finally made it to Wizzle. Which you couldn't do in the news.
It was a trick by
Stuck with them until like west of Cheyenne. Took a top off. The rest of the way from like SFL. Yeah.
Hey, you're still late.
Say what?
You're still late.
I know. 0.98 Mach for the last 600 miles.
It's not a problem.
Yes, it's not a problem. Oh, good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it good week? Group picture?
All right, what are we doing? Is that what we're doing?
Group picture.
Oh,
On the way?
the boomer.
They're still on the very first hit the fight.
You can tell, this is right out of the factory. Hey, Grant. Mind doing a picture for us? I got the picture.
Speed brake and land. You better make your taxiway.
Take down the end.
Wiggles from the back, like, you're the worst pilot I've ever seen.
You should have seen her take her joint, but I won't tell that story another time.
Yeah. Yeah, we had no radar, so it was all vision. No radar?
You would have broken it.
Could you pilot picture that later?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
Well, UH here.
Wiggles, get your crap out of the way. Swing! 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 Swing!
Yeah, it lies.
Alright. I'll get a couple. Not in the way of that.
UALS? I got an internship with them, so.
We made it. It was like, it was, we didn't know, like, we had a tanker until right before takeoff, and then he was going to be there. So it's easy after that.
I know.
Mic check. What
It's like a post-game interview also.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. Hey, they're working.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I know. I did hear that the ended daughter was a fighter. That was significant.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let me talk to my boss first.
Evan's ready for Steve will take care of you.
Okay.
So I go down, Mr. Connor. Do you want to talk with OPB?
Either way, yeah. All right, awesome. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, nice to meet you. Good Wiggles. Nice to meet you.
All right. Handy dandy microphone here.
Oh, awesome.
I know it doesn't work great with flight suits, but
Great, yeah.
let's see. Actually, you know what?
Sure.
And can this go just anywhere it can tuck? Like, and we just kind of like to hide the wire as best as possible, so maybe on this side, yeah. And I'll keep the shot a little tighter. So
Okay.
and then, yeah.
All right, we're up and running just
Right there?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Pilot here. I've been flying for about 15 years.
For a little concept.
Prior about 3 years.
Evan's a friend of mine.
So your friend.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah, wait a second.
So, specifically with PDX, it's very similar. If you look at it,
Oh boy, here we go. I'm really
That happens.
we have about 35 pilots, and it varies on how if they're full time or part time. Yes. It's a big deal, but
Yeah, don't worry. The reporters do this.
We have a cadre of about 5 instructors, knife, we flew, and myself part of that.
There we go. Okay. They might just talk into the pocket. It's okay. You don't need it.
There we go.
So,
Yeah?
That'll work. Yep. Okay.
More steps sooner than we'd like, you know.
Have you step back just a little bit?
Take
Okay.
about like
there.
an aircraft
Okay. And while we're doing this, all you gotta do is just look at me. Don't worry about this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna step over here. Just try and stay where you're at.
Okay.
Because I won't be able to adjust the shot. All right. First things first. Can I have just name and spelling, please?
Yep. My name is Major Connor, Conner.
And let's see. Call sign.
Knife.
Common spelling for knife.
Common spelling for knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, F-15 pilot and F-15EX
That's correct. Yeah.
pilot. So I guess first of all, I mean, what was it like? You just flew across country.
Yeah. It was a little long. It was about 3.5 hours is what it took us to get here from St. Louis. So not my longest sortie in the Eagle, but longer than we normally fly around here locally.
Yeah. I mean, how long have you been flying the legacy C models?
So I'm actually a Strike Eagle guy by trade. So I flew Strike Eagles on active duty, so F-15Es on active duty for 10 years. And then last time in active duty, I was down in operational tests down in Florida, flying F-15Es, but also Cs and EXs. So before I got here, I had about 100 hours in the C model and about 100 hours in the EX.
Okay.
So about 2 years of C model experience and about 2 years of EX experience.
You got a good feel for it. I guess for people at home who don't maybe understand, like, what's the big difference? It's an F-15.
Yeah.
F-15
Right.
is F-15.
Right.
What's the difference here?
Pretty much everything other than the outer mold line is different. It's got a new backbone in terms of like avionics. It's got bigger motors. It's got a better radar. It's got more weapon stations. It's got beefier landing gear. It's got digital fly-by-wire controls. It's got a new core processor. It's got a new self-defense suite. So it's pretty much an all-new airplane with just the the frame is the same, or the tried and true part of the airframe is the same. Everything else though is updated.
I suppose it's a very generalized statement. I've heard it. Is it safe to say one of the most advanced non-stealth aircraft
For sure.
around? Yeah. And it's here now.
It is.
So
It
how-
is. This is the first one that we're getting, and it's here.
Oh boy, that thing is. Maybe on your jacket. Okay, let's just do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how big of a deal is that?
It's a huge deal. We're recapping this tail sitting next to us over here. That's a F-15C model. It's from 1984. So you got a 1984 tail and a 2020 tail side by side. These airframes have more life hours available to them than the C models did. So this airframe is going to carry us forward through many, many years of training, exercises, and combat with a currently top of the line airframe.
There you go. And I guess what do you think it says about the base, the personnel here, that big Air Force chose to station this here for the very first time?
Yeah, I think they put a whole lot of trust in us, defending the Pacific Northwest as part of the, general layout of the Guard. We're ready, the infrastructure is ready, the people are ready, the mission is, what it needs to be here, and they thought we were ready for it, and here we are.
Great. Okay. Is there anything else we're missing? Any other questions?
No.
Okay, you're good.
It's good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Couldn't help but notice it is like
Yeah.
here in the taxi up. I mean, these guys are like screaming loud.
Yeah.
This is just kind of coming along.
Yeah. A little bit quieter.
Yeah, that's cool.
And, What's up? How you doing?
I'm John.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Mic check.
Just you'll have to. They can move the cameras wherever they want.
Check. Yeah.
Excitement to have a mission here that's going to be here for decades to come. We're going to go train new pilots, defend our country, protect the Pacific Northwest. It's really, really exciting. To my knowledge, to all of our knowledge, it's the first time that the Air National Guard has gotten a major weapon system before the active combat Air Force. So it's a huge milestone, very big deal.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, you bet.
Thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
grab
Ready?
you?
Yep. Hey, nice.
We haven't met.
No, we haven't.
Met all your predecessors.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, we're good. Let's see. I guess flight suits are always tough with these guys. I can.
Okay. Okay.
He had his risers on and everything.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that was a
yeah,
little-
yeah.
that was a little easier. Okay. So let's. Can we actually just step over here? Kind of
Whatever you want to do.
put the jet behind you, the tail flash and everything.
Yep.
It says Oregon on it.
It's a pretty looking airplane. Yeah. Gang, you're up.
Go.
Thermo?
Respectfully,
Going
sir.
twice?
Okay. Okay, so because I'm by myself, I'll say get in a comfortable stance so you don't have to move your feet as long as
Okay.
I won't be able to adjust the camera. It's easier when we're in a two-person team.
Yeah.
That's not what's going on. Okay. Yeah, right about. Mic check 1 2. Okay. So as we're doing this, you just gotta look at me. Don't worry about all this stuff. I'll hold on to the microphone.
Okay.
And first things first, gonna have you just say and spell your first last name, please.
Yep. Colonel Mike Kosderka, Commander, 142nd Wing, Kosderka.
And common spelling for Mike.
Mike, M-I-K-E.
Just gotta make sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's here.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
The excitement, you can feel it. If you look around the crowd, there's hundreds of people on this base that were excited to see a single airplane land. And if you look around the rest of the base, not just on the flight line, people are everywhere. The excitement is palatable.
I mean, does it make sense that it's so exciting, I guess? Like, why is it so exciting?
It does. You know, our newest airplane that we have currently was built in 1984. This jet was built in 2020. Our old airplane is analog. This jet is digital. It really takes us to where we have relevancy and mission for decades to come. The reality is the old C model just wasn't going to be around that much longer, and so it always had question about the relevancy of the 142nd Wing and really all C model units. But with this airplane now, we're back in the fight. We're going to be here. We're going to be relevant. We're going to have great mission for decades.
And that was going to lead into my next question. Yeah, why is it so important that this aircraft is here now, and also that the Defense Department chose this base, this wing, to be the first host?
Yeah, the current F-15C with 1970s technology, really, it just can't really execute in the high-end fight anymore. It's limited to really kind of homeland defense type of roles anymore, despite the fact that it has 104-0 all-time air-to-air record. It was amazing back in Desert Storm, but that's kind of when it was at its peak. And since then, technology has frankly just surpassed it. This new airplane has digital flight controls, a better radar, tons of survivability systems that allow us to survive, to operate, and to be extremely successful in the highest end fight anywhere in the world. The 142nd is uniquely qualified for this for a couple reasons. Number one, we are the only air defense squadron in the Northwest, so we have aerospace control alert going on 24/7, 365 here to protect not just the tri-state area, but all the way over towards Colorado, Montana, and even into northern California, and sometimes even up into Canada. So we need newer, better, more reliable airplanes to be able to allow us to prevent another 9/11 type of incident. Additionally, when you think about the national security strategies that we have, there's a focus on the Pacific. What could be better than a squadron and a wing located here in the Pacific Northwest? And when you think about the world-class airmen that we have on this base that are going to be able to maintain it, fuel it, supply it, and most importantly, maybe not most importantly, but equally important, fly it, there couldn't be a better selection than the 142nd Wing.
Yeah. And of course, it's always good to ask these type of questions. The money, obviously, it's not it's coming from federal dollars and stuff, but still, it's a huge investment.
It is.
That in taxpayer money being made here. Like, yeah, how do you feel about that? And also just making sure that I guess money is looked after, that investment is looked after.
Yeah, obviously the politics aside, people can decide what they want about that, but the reality is the F-15Cs are no longer relevant. It's really, there's some squadrons that are going to continue to fly it, and there's things that we can do to help enhance our national defense, but it's really tough, particularly in a high-end fight. This new airplane is the investment that we need. It's America's newest fighter. It's here at the 142nd Wing. Couldn't be more excited about it.
And is it fair to say it's probably, if not one of the most advanced non-stealth aircraft on the planet?
Without a doubt. Non-stealth. So the stealth airplanes have technologies both inside and outside that this jet doesn't have, but guess what? This jet, because it's not stealthy, they're able to do things inside and outside this airplane that even the stealth airplanes can't do. So 100% most advanced airplane that you could ever hope for. We couldn't be more thrilled.
And let's see, I know I had another question, but I can't remember what it was, but I mean, okay, huge day. So, right?
Yeah, huge day, super excited. People are still hanging out here just watching the airplane get turned by the maintenance crew. That doesn't happen day in and day out. Everybody's excited to be out here.
Right. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Super.
That's everything I have for you.
My pleasure.
Yep.